murder in me.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Stadium Rant proudly presents to you the most electrifying wrestling show in the world. And we're your hosts on the Bake Show, Shake and Bake. We got the Nard Dog, Bernard Green, and the Professor, Nicholas Mullick. We're the Ringside Boys. This is indeed Ringside Rant. And Saturday night is ESPN's edition of WWE Wrestling known as Wrestlepalooza. A lot of matches on the card, a little bit of championship action, some returns, some goats looking to solidify status, a return of a superstar that has been waited for a long time. The prodigal daughter has returned, and the Women's World Championship match, I mean, that was in question the minute Naomi put it on the ground when she announced her pregnancy, and it's still in question. I think, honestly, even after this match on Saturday, I don't think we're going to have as much clarity as some may think. I think there's still going to be a lot of weird things looming with this Women's World Championship after Saturday. Will Jimmy and Jey be able to overcome the recent fractures between the two of them? Jey's starting to lean towards this Roman tribal chief-esque character. Jimmy's not vibing with it. We'll see how that goes as they run up against the Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. And we also have some other news from the world of professional wrestling. We'll talk about AEW a little bit, talk about TNA just a little bit. Gentlemen, well, before we get into it, how's it going?
You forgot to say one thing. AEW All Out is also taking place on Saturday as well. That's another pay-per-view. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day on Saturday for us pro wrestling fans.
We do predictions for that too, right?
Yeah, I think we can do that, right?
Yeah,
Jake?
and we'll do the Wrestlepalooza last, being that that's
Correct.
the one we're going to be covering. But as far as everyone else doing, hey, making it through another week. Hey, just pick up some Grubhub while I'm on live. I'm got it on Amazon Prime where Shake Bake's Dolphin going up against the Bills. I hope the Dolphins, of course, to get a win for you, Shake Bake.
Yeah, and I need the Dolphins to win so it could eliminate a chunk of my survivor pool. So I'm kind of rooting for Miami today.
Anywho.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, gentlemen. Don't hold your breath. It ain't happening.
Look, as long as Seattle wins on Sunday, that's all I care about. My team ain't doing nothing against the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
that's true.
But quick take, Shake Bake. I want to ask you something. What's your opinion on something? Then we were going into what we got on the agenda for the show. Me and Professor, we finished the show last week, and I did a green room segment. And I don't know what happened to your internet. Hopefully, obviously, everything's good now. But I was talking about the Ronda Rousey situation. And Booker T, obviously Becky Lynch, and others feel that, Ronda Rousey didn't really have respect for the business in itself. And I kind of feel that way, too. I want to know what's your quick thoughts on that before we go into tonight's show. Did she spit on this company or what? Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
I think she has a high opinion of herself. That's why I mainly think about that.
Okay, yeah. I think I've said this before. She's certainly taken every chance to take a shot at WWE. She has. Do I think a lot of people have said worse things more often? Yeah. But am I also surprised that these superstars are rubbed the wrong way by it? No, they should be, right? They're talking about your company. You should feel that, like, I don't know, I guess pride is or allegiance towards that company. Like, I'm still working here. I enjoy it. They're paying my bills. I'm not going to just sit here and let you say whatever you want. But like down the line in a couple years, that being said, if Ronda, kind of stops commenting, which, whatever. But like, I think it'll be water under the bridge. I don't think it's like anything that tremendous. Do I think this helps her odds of, coming back to WWE? No. But do I think she wants to? Not really. I think she's kind of enjoying life as it is right now, doing the mom thing. Like, I really, unless they want to bring her back in like a Legends capacity and just do like a short program, because why not? Or maybe like they decide to do Hall of Fame. I don't know that I'm there, but if it comes there, that would be the type of situation I'd see her in. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't blame the women for feeling the way they do. She said some things that, if I was in the company she was talking about, I'd feel a type of way about it too. But also from the outside, it's like, nothing. I don't necessarily also disagree all the time with some of the things she says. There's definitely some things where I'm like, okay, like maybe not, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, I kind of get where you're coming from, but I don't know. People just keep asking her questions because they know, or they feel like she's going to answer them in a way that's going to like engage clicks, and they feel like they're going to get a good answer out of her. And she just, I think to a point, enjoys talking about it. I don't know.
Yeah, she has a high opinion. I gotta say, I forgot to mention this last week. I want to mention it here. I think she's full of it with her claim of Alexa Bliss. Basically, her not like working with her. Here's the thing, though, Rhonda. I get what you're saying, but you concussed her twice in the matches you had with her. So,
Oops.
I side with Alexa in that conversation. Because her basically saying she was, unsafe as a worker. No, you concussed her. Not Alexa. But yeah, she has a high opinion of herself. But, I'll tell you one thing, though. I think the more damning comments. Did you guys hear what Tori Wilson said on the Ariel Helwani show about Vince?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God. So for the audience watching right now, Tori Wilson was on the Ariel Helwani show talking about her career. And she basically tells us, her experience with Vince McMahon, the first time she was starting to work there, and to kiss him. You want to know who was in that room? Who was basically choreographing it, and who was basically telling him how to do it better? Linda, Vince's wife.
She did that with Trish too.
Yeah. Good family that is, And Tori Wilson herself has said it. I felt creeped out by it with Vince and creeped out by it by Linda. Like, they both are very evil people. Like, there's no other way to say it. I would say more words about it, but I don't want to get in trouble. So, what do you guys think?
It's disgusting. The things you do, the soul you sell just to get fame and money.
Dude, what wife would be willing to stare at her husband to kiss another chick right in front of her? I don't understand these people.
Me either. But that's all I got for the run situation. We can move on now. Well, if you're finished, Professor Shakespeare, you can go ahead and go on. My apologies.
No, we needed that.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we can hop right into all out predictions here. I think I got the full match card.
Yeah, I got it too.
I think I can do this. I think, chat. I think I've done this enough times where I can do this. Come on, baby. Gary needs a new pair of shoes, and we got them. Here we go, all out AEW Toronto, AEW World Tag Team Championship, a four-way ladder match. Nobody complains about a four-way ladder match. Young Bucks versus Brodido Jet Speed. I can't read that. And Josh Alexander.
Josh Alexander and Hechinero. They're a part of the Don Callis family.
Hechinero. Okay. I gotta be honest, in a fatal four-way ladder match, I gotta go with Brodido retaining. They look so good.
Dude, Brodido is amazing. He's one of the reasons why I still watch Ring of Honor. Brodido's great. Brody King's great. I still think the Young Bucks win because let's be real, Adam Copeland and Christian are going to get those belts. I want to see them face the Young Bucks. That's like been a dream match of mine for many, many years, even when the Young Bucks were during their TNA days in Japan. So I'm going to go with the Young Bucks here.
Okay, fair enough.
Guess I'll go with the Young Bucks. I'll go with the Young Bucks on this one.
With Brodito. All right, fair enough.
Brodito.
Rolling away, AEW Unified Championship Triple Threat. Does WWE have a trademark on Triple Threat and Fatal 4-Way? They have to.
I don't believe they do. I think it's like a universal
Because it says
term.
3 and 4-Way. Anyway, yeah, that's wild.
That's a Tony Khan thing.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on
make
that.
Make it your own, I guess. Whatever. I just thought when I saw that threw me. Okay. Mascara versus Okada and Takeshita. That's actually probably going to be a really good match.
Yeah.
I think with a triple threat, I'm going to go with Okada retaining.
Yeah, I think the plan is eventually for Takeshita to turn on the Don Callis family to face Okada one-on-one. Dorada's just in there to take the pin, and I think Okada wins.
Yeah, I got Okada as well. I've been paying attention to a lot of that yesterday in AEW, and in the past couple of weeks that there has been some friction or tension between the two. So I got Okada winning, but I have a feeling, like you said, Takeshita's son is going to eventually they either leave the family and face Okada one-on-one.
Dude, I love Takeshita. Did you? I don't know. Remember if I told you this? Did you know Takeshita has like 3 contracts right now?
All in one wrestling company or multiple?
No, 1 in AEW and 2 in 2 different Japan companies. I know 1 for New Japan, and I think the other one is All Japan, if I remember correctly. But he has like 3 contracts right now. It's crazy.
Dang. Racking up that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. We got Mark Briscoe and MJF in a tables and tax match. I mean, these two just continue to go at it, and I have a problem with it. I really don't. Is this have they had a match since All In?
Yes, they've had plenty of matches, like almost every other Dynamite. They've had promos. They don't like each other. I think it's clear that MJF like wants to work with Briscoe, loves Briscoe, and that's why they've been at it. If they want to blow this off, then Briscoe wins. But I think MJF will take the win here.
I got Mark Briscoe.
Okay.
I don't like MJF. He's too cocky for me.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He's great
as a performer. Yeah, he's probably great, but the attitude and personality,
kayfabe. It's kayfabe. He does that under kayfabe. He's a nice guy, but because of kayfabe, he's this evil doer. Like he makes you want to hate you. It's great.
Yeah, but I got the veteran Mark Briscoe in this one, man.
Yeah, I'm rolling with MJF as well.
What? 2-1? No way.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm rolling with MJF. He's still holding the strap too for MLL. So, I mean, not that it necessarily has to do as much with the storyline, but I don't know. I just feel like this is one of those matches that looks like Mark Briscoe's going to win because that plays right into his wheelhouse, right? Tables and tax.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like this is MJF.
The only way I could see Briscoe winning is if they have who's the guy? Cinco. What's his name? The guy who MJF is feuding with that used to play Sin Cara. Mystico. That's I wouldn't be shocked if Mystico gets interferes in this so that they could do their match in CMLL. But I'm still going to MJF.
Yeah. Okay. So we got the Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. Big Bill. There was a kid who I went to high school with. We called him Big Bill, but he wasn't big. He was skinny. That's why it was funny. But this should be a nice, good old fashioned slobber knocker between the gentlemen. I think I got I like Big Bill here.
No, Eddie Kingston's winning. It's his first match back in like almost a year and a half. I like Big Bill. I think he's doing great work, but Eddie Kingston will come back and take the win. By the way, something fascinating I found out about Eddie Kingston because he was recovering from that brutal knee injury. This goes to show why I love and will forever respect Tony Khan. Eddie Kingston was supposed to go surgery. He did go surgery. On the day of the surgery, his medical insurance calls them basically saying we're not covering the surgery. On the day of the surgery, again, this country's medical system's all messed up. It was Tony Khan who stepped in and paid for that man's surgery. So without Tony Khan, Eddie Kingston would have to pay a boatload of money for the surgery because his insurance wouldn't cover it. So, yeah, anyone who says Tony Khan is inept or this or that, I don't care. The man I respect. So, yeah, I'm going with the win for Eddie Kingston here.
Eddie Kingston. All right. Well, yeah, I got Eddie Kingston in this as well. I saw Big Bill a couple matches. He's all right, but I got Eddie Kingston in this as well.
All right, a little trios match. I almost said triples, but we got the Hurt Syndicate taking on Ricochet, and is that GOA?
Gates of Agony.
GOA. Gates of.
Yeah, Bishop Khan and Toa Leona.
Okay, I mean they look like very frightening individuals.
Yep, that
is MVP the third man? Is he wrestling?
Yes, he is wrestling this match.
Oh, no shot.
I'm going to go with Ricochet and the Gates of Agony to pull the upset here because I still think there's potential in the Gates of Agony, and I kind of want to see Ricochet get another win here because I just love what he's doing with the bald man gimmick. And, I mean, why not have the Hurt Syndicate lose this match and maybe recruit a fourth member?
I was leaning towards Ricochet and GOA as well. I think I'm going to do that just simply for the fact that, like, I say this, right, but I also see the opposite of it. Like, I don't think MVP is going to be able to, not hurt the Hurt Syndicate enough. Like, I think that's the weak link that will break the chain, if that makes sense. Anybody else? Bernard?
You're muted.
What the heck? Sorry, guys.
Oh, Bernard.
But I think I got the Hurt Syndicate winning this match. I got them winning.
Did you hire them to make sure I don't take your painting?
Well, you ain't got to worry about the painting.
Well, yeah,
your painting's already been sold.
Because of the Hurt Syndicate, they hurt people. I don't want to be hurt.
Nah.
I don't want to be hurt any more than I currently am right now, but that's a different story. Let's move on to the next match.
Okay. Ooh.
You're muted, Shake.
How did that even happen? Fell away for the AEW Women's World Championship. Toni Storm, Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Tekla.
She's great. Yeah. I love Tekla. Tekla's one of my favorite parts of AEW television.
I have seen her before. I do like her. I don't think Toni Storm's losing, though.
I want Chris Statlander to win this match, but I'm going to still stick with Toni Storm. Toni Storm's she's amazing. And she's an AEW lifer. She's going to stay in that company, hopefully forever. I mean, never say never, but I still think Toni Storm is a woman of her words. So.
I got Toni Storm winning this match. So far, she has been basically unbeatable since she won the championship for the second time. Other contenders in this match, but Toni Storm comes out the victor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a bold prediction that she's gonna pull like an Asuka type move to where she basically beats everybody till she has to retire the championship and go somewhere else. That's my prediction.
That'd be wild.
I think Tekla takes that belt off of her one day, though, because that woman's got potential, and I love her work in the ring. I really do.
Dang. Yep.
She's phenomenal. We got a little bit of a coffin match. Mr. Moxley versus Darby Allin. Darby's been gone a little while. I feel like this could be a nice little spot for him to pick up a win. Death Riders may get involved, but I'm still riding with Darby, though.
I am going to go with Mox. I don't think this feud is done yet. I think they're going to push this out a few more months. And, I mean, I do love Mox. Either or, it doesn't matter. I think this match will be very, 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 very good. And I'm leaning towards Mox. Would shock me if Allen won. No, but golly, I love this feud so much. Yeah, that's my pick, Mox.
What match we on now? Oh, Moxley and Darby. I'm torn between the two, man. I kind of like Darby, but I know Moxley since he was in WWE. I'm probably gonna pick Moxley.
Okay.
John Moxley win this match.
I am on an island a lot tonight. And you know what? I got my feet up in the sun. If I take L's, that's okay. I'm on a beautiful island on the beach.
You're going to take an L tonight with the Dolphins, I can tell you that.
I mean, that is almost guaranteed, buddy. I mean, listen, my night isn't ruined yet. They haven't. You
need a new owner. You need a new owner.
We just relocate. I don't know. Mercedes Moné versus Rio for the TBS Championship.
Mercedes.
Yeah, I'm not done with the thing.
Let's move on.
TBS Championship. I do have Mercedes. I mean, she's got a lot of belts. They're keeping it rolling.
Yeah, we're not wasting any more time here.
Mercedes. Hold on, I didn't pick. Now, hold on. I didn't pick. So I'm going with an upset.
Wait.
I'm going Rio.
Bernard.
Can he finish?
Bernard.
Oh my God.
You are crazy right now if you're going to pick Rio. You are crazy.
I mean, hey, anything can happen in professional wrestling, so I'm going with an upset.
Okay.
Bernard's on the island this time. All right. he'll hang it up on that one. This one is strange to me, but Kyle Fletcher's apparently got an absolute, Apollo 12 sized rocket strapped to his back. He's the TNT champion, and he's about to challenge for the AEW championship. That being said, I don't think Hangman's going to lose, but it's crazy that he's in this spot. And it's really great for Kyle Fletcher. If you're, someone teetering and like, I'm not too sure about AEW, a lot of talent you could talk about. But I mean, Kyle Fletcher is the perfect example of a reason to stick around and watch the show.
I'll tell you why, because this wasn't the original plan. The original match was going to be Wardlow versus Adam Page, but Wardlow tore his pec. So they had to scramble last minute in the Don Callis family, and Kyle Fletcher is the next man up. And Fletcher's amazing. He really is. And Fletcher's belt isn't on the line, but if the Don Callis family interferes, then he'll have to vacate his TNT championship. Hangman's winning.
So first of all, if I pick my pick, Shake Bake, your Dolphins just scored a touchdown, and I got Hangman Adam Page.
Okay, yeah. On the same page right there. Nobody on the, or maybe we're all on the island together. We're on the island of W's on that one. Yeah. FTR versus the newly reformed Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. It's been coming for a while. We're finally getting it. It feels like this could be a build. I'm going Cope and Cage.
Yeah, Cope and Cage.
Yes.
Cope and Cage. I want to see that. I haven't really experienced Copeland and Cage as tag team champions. I haven't experienced them being tag team champions. I want to see them at least hold one championship before they call it quits.
They will. Don't worry, Bernard. Trust me. They're going to hold the AEW tag team championships. I still think if Jeff Hardy didn't, fall off the wagon with his alcohol issues and didn't get, his 1000th DUI, they would have been AEW tag champions. So you'll see him. You will see them.
Now we can roll. Here we go. We're just going to seamlessly transition right on over to the premiere in the U.S. of WWE on ESPN. Wrestlepalooza will be going live. I believe it is from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Can't imagine where else it would be. Maybe the Pacers Arena, but I'm sticking with Lucas Oil until proven differently.
It is in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, so I'm guessing that's
That's where the Pacers play.
Pacers,
Dang
yeah.
it. All right, well, there it is. Proven wrong. We'll take right on the chin. Here we go. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre. Drew put Cody through the announce table with a Claymore. Tried to do the same thing to Randy last week. Cody put a stop to that. Comes right through. Drew ends up with a match. You know, he's been clamoring for it for a long time. I don't think Cody's losing the belt at WrestlePalooza, but I also don't think this feud is ending. I think they want to give a little bit of legs towards Drew and Cody. Because you look at the horizon, maybe you could do Cody Randy if you want to have Randy just snap. But I think Drew deserves another world title program. Again, I don't think he's going to win it in the end, but I want to see him involved in the world title picture again.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. I would love for Drew to win this. I don't know it's clear that the starting match, from what I've been told, is going to be Brock versus Cena, and they have to finish with the AJ Lee and Punk match. You have to. But
yeah, that's main event.
Yeah, that has the main event. But if they decide not to have that main event and just give it to Rhodes and Drew again, I mean, I could see Drew winning it, but I'm going to go with Cody.
Yeah, I got Cody Rhodes winning. I like this spot for Drew as well. He's absolutely workhorse in this in WWE right now. But like I said, I got Cody Rhodes winning. I think this feud is going to at least draw out to, I say, to the end of the year, to at the Royal Rumble at least. And then that's when we'll go into the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes feud on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, that has to happen.
Yeah.
Randy needs to turn heel again because I miss heel Orton.
Yeah, we almost got the punt too. Again, they keep teasing it with us. I think when we get heel Orton, we'll get it.
But... You know what I would love to have happen, even though I doubt that will ever happen. I would love for Randy Orton to interfere in that match, to punt Cody Rhodes, take him off of TV until probably Royal Rumble time, and Randy Orton becomes champion and off to the races.
That would be very interesting. And then I don't know if or was Cody just off TV because he was doing the movie?
Yeah,
I think they wrote him off because right. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Let's see what they end up doing. But the Usos are back together yet again, taking on the Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus Jimmy and Jey, the Usos. And Jay's head's been all messed up. Roman's been getting in his ear. Can't worry about other people. This is your time. You got to do your thing, man. But, you're going to – he's like, hey, you're going to do you. That's just my, I was champion for, 1,300 days, but you ain't got to listen to me. I'm just saying. And that kind of got into Jay's head. And, he straight up said to Jimmy, you can't tag with LA Knight. No. And Jimmy's like, first of all, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm going to do what I want. I don't even know that he necessarily wanted to tag with LA Knight that much other than to just be a nice guy until Jay was like, no, you can't do that. Then Jimmy was like, no, I'm Team LA Knight right now. Like, I'm not letting you do that. And then he hits the spear on LA. LA Knight ends up, faking the good guy stuff. Okay, I'll put the chair down. Boom, BFT. Jay earned that one. And I wonder if they're going to be able to kind of stick together here and pull out the win. It feels like a Breaker and Reed special here.
Oh, we just got some news here. Apparently AEW has released Kiera Hogan. So there might be some AEW cuts coming soon.
Oh geez.
Oh boy. Well, I'll keep an eye on that, but I'm sorry. Going back to this, I had to mention that. So, I'm going to go with the Bronze here. It made no sense that Bronson and Braun Breaker didn't win at SummerSlam, and I think they're going to stretch this out till Survivor Series War Games. And the Bronze need to win badly, so I'm going to go with them.
I got the Usos winning. I got the upset over Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I think they're gonna come together because they are bigger. That's the bigger enemy right now. With the Vision and Seth Rollins and all them. So I got the Usos winning.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't hate that. We also haven't seen the Usos together in a long time. It's one of those things. I don't agree with you, but I smell what you're stepping in. I see where you're coming from. Iyo Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer, and boy, there wouldn't be more question marks on this match if the Riddler was involved. Asuka is now a major player in this match, gentlemen. It's no longer just Iyo and Stephanie. Do I think the outcome changes? No. I still kind of agree with the line of thinking that it may be too early for Stephanie to grab this belt. I think this Asuka thing is definitely going to play a factor, but I think it's a long game for Asuka. I think she's trying to lull Iyo into this false sense of security, have her win the championship, be like, yeah, I helped you win. You see, we're sisters, I love you. And then all of a sudden, after a little bit, Asuka rat trap and is gonna snap on Iyo, and that'll be a really good feud. And Stephanie will be fine after the loss. So I'm going Iyo win. She probably wants to do it alone, but Asuka gets involved.
Iyo wins. Like I said before, Iyo wins, loses the belt to Rhea Ripley at Perth. That needs to happen. So I'm going with Iyo. And then if you want to build something up, I would basically have Asuka maybe take the belt off of Rhea somehow. But Iyo needs to win this match. Stephanie Vaquer is not ready yet. She is not ready. And if they put the belt on her now, it's a tremendous mistake.
Yeah, because it's like, look what's going on with Julia. I mean, she's defending it, but it's like, did she really get that pop since she run that United States Championship? I mean, at least Lyra Vaquer, they had something with her.
They've only defended the belts once since they won it.
Dang, that's a long time.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a long time. You gotta do something about that. But I got Iyo winning, and then like you said, Asuka's gonna cost her at Perth. Everything's all good, but then again, hey, also Touche. Look at this too. Let's just say Asuka doesn't interfere, and Iyo wins clean against Vaquer. That could eat Asuka up and be like, wait a minute. So you're doing this without me? It's like, she doesn't have a problem with it, but you're doing it without my expense. I think long story short, on her Kona Chan video, she was saying how in Japan where the seniors, where junior wrestlers has to follow the senior rules or something like that, but they don't want to go that route. Well, it seems like at this point, Asuka is going that route. So she wins by herself at Wrestlepalooza, wins the championship, and that's going to eat her up. And she, like you said, she's going to play the long game with Iyo and all. Then at Perth, that's what she's going to cost Iyo the championship. And then going to be like, you think you could do this without me? You ain't nothing without me. I brought you into this business and such and such and such. And I think that's how they go with that. So I got Iyo Sky winning.
Watch, they're going to have, once Asuka and Kairi come out, they're going to have Rhea come out as well to chase them away so that Iyo can win by herself.
Ooh. That could play a factor too. What if she got Rhea assistance?
Yeah. No matter what, though, Iyo needs to win. If Stephanie wins, that's just a bad booking decision. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I need a lot of interesting possibilities there. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, the GOAT versus the Beast. Looking to settle up everything in his final chapters of his career is John Cena against one of his great rivals throughout his career, Brock Lesnar. We all know the summer of Cena tragically coming to an end with Suplex City and Brock Lesnar. And, it's just one of those things that, it goes back even to when John Cena was the doctor of thugonomics. He said, Brock, you need a brain to have a concussion. That was one of my favorite John Cena lines of all time. But yeah, I got Cena winning. The question I really have with this match is, does Lesnar stay around and kind of do a few more matches, or does he like continue to be this omnipresent person that just kind of shows up when they have a big rivalry lined up? That's my question.
Honestly, this is the match I'm looking forward to the least out of every single match on this show. I hate how they don't have Brock Lesnar giving an explanation as to why he went after Cena. I just don't understand. Like, then again, when you put a microphone on Brock's, I mean, when you have him on SmackDown basically say he was going to address and you have R-Truth. By the way, whatever happened to Serious R-Truth? Like, whatever happened there? And you have him basically, the one thing that Brock is known for is ripping his pants on SmackDown.
He does do that.
Like, oh my God. And I just don't like the way this match has been booked. I still think that Brock wins because they're probably going to need Brock. Because after this, I think Cena is going to be going away for a bit to hold off his appearances.
Yeah, I think for maybe a month or so.
Yes. But again, it depends on how they want to utilize Brock, or if, again, too, that lawsuit is still a thing. So maybe they want to be cautious with Brock and not have him on TV. But I'm still going with Brock. But I honestly, I do not care about this match. Like, Cena and Brock is great and all, but like, I just can't get behind it. The storyline isn't there, and I don't know. This is opening the show, so I mean, maybe they'll allow us. I can't get behind this match.
I got John Cena winning, but I wouldn't be shocked if he puts Lesnar over as the final time that they're gonna face each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't label it that way. They labeled Cena versus Orton last time ever. They labeled Cena versus Punk last time ever. I'm shocked they didn't do it here. And I hope they don't do a second match.
Yeah.
Feels like
nah. I think it's done after this.
Yeah, we'll see. But
after that, I hope Cena goes after the IC belt. And I said to you guys, if you can't get Dwayne to come out for his final match, have his last match be against whoever's the Intercontinental Champion. Have Cena win that match, retire as Intercontinental Champion, and then you do a tournament for the belt.
That would be fun. Would be a fun way to end it up for our GOAT there. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Yeah, this probably should main event. This has just added such a layer to this Punk and Rollins feud. You start looking around like, okay, this is clearly going to go on for a while, but how are they going to keep us interested? What are they going to do? And boy, do they pull out all the stops. They get AJ Lee to come back to WWE and join her husband after Becky Lynch inserted herself in the fatal four-way last month. And I'm excited for this match from bell to bell. I think it'll be good. AJ shows that she can still go in the ring. She's looked crisp every time she's actually done something physical. I got to give it to Punk and Lee here as well.
Yeah, this is the easiest prediction to make on the card. Not only is CM Punk and AJ Lee winning, I know who's going to take the pinfall. AJ Lee will pin Becky Lynch in this match to win, and AJ Lee will eventually go after that Intercontinental Championship. But before Bernard goes in there is one other rumored match. It's not confirmed yet, but I think it's going to happen. And we'll get to that one. So, Bernard, what do you think of this match?
I think I know what you're talking about too, Nicholas, but I don't think they're going to go with it. But we'll wait till after I make this prediction. I got Punk and Lee. I got Punk and AJ Lee. I like what they did Monday. I like what Becky Lynch did to AJ Lee Monday because they want to make sure that AJ Lee could take that bump before they could actually go. So I kind of like that. I understand totally. It makes sense why, she did the manhandle slam on Lee so that she'd get the feel of it in the WWE ring, the environment, the energy. And I think AJ Lee's good now, and I got them winning.
Yeah,
okay.
I like it.
the rumored match I heard, it's not confirmed yet, but there has been like merchandise floating out there of them adding Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax for the women's championship. I don't know if it's confirmed. I'm gonna lean towards maybe, because there's a part of me that says yes, because if there's merch out there, that's true. But there's a part of me that says no because of Stratton's injury, because Tiffany Stratton was a part of NXT Homecoming. And she was originally going to be in there, but because of that awful bump, that bump was brutal. I sent it to you guys while we were live reacting to Raw. I don't know if it's a concussion or like a leg injury or anything like that. It didn't. The bump looked awful. And if I am WWE at this point, I would play it safe and not have the match happen. But if this match does happen, I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton. Jade's not ready. Jade's not ready, and I do not want to see Nia Jax as champion. Go back to NXT to develop your skills.
Yeah, I got Tiffany Stratton too. If that match happens, like I said, I'll sit this one out as well. But like I got Tiffany Stratton winning. It's too early and it's too soon, and we already see enough of Nia Jax as champion for right now. And I don't see what's the point of her putting the title on her in the first place. I guess trying to help Jade Cargill through the match or something, maybe with Tiffany Stratton or something. I don't know, but I got Tiffany winning.
Yeah, if it ends up happening, I would, roll with Tiffany in that one as well. It doesn't seem like any type of need to, bring that off of her, honestly. So yeah, we'll just keep it with that there. There's a little bit of TNA stuff going on as well. Victory Road is coming up. There's some news that Joe Hendry, is very, very close to done with his time at TNA. So that's looking like it's coming through here. Bound for Glory is coming up in a month. Victory Road is right around the corner. Leon Slater is going to end up having a match there. Masha Slamovich tonight is involved in a match with the Inspirations, taking on the Elegance brand. So that's another thing. You're going to keep going back and forth with Masha there. I feel like that's going to end up at Bound for Glory. She gets that back. And we've talked about Mike Santana as well. That's looming. It's coming. That I feel like. What is it at Victory Road? Is it Oba versus Trick? Is that what we're doing?
I think so. By the way, Mike Santana, I do not understand why they didn't put that belt on him at TNA Slammiversary. That is just lol TNA booking right there. But I think that's what's going on. I have a question though. Is Joe Hendry officially signed to WWE, or like is he still a TNA? Because I'm getting mixed feelings, and I still think he's with TNA, but he's been on WWE more. And it's still a little unclear what's going on there, but no matter what, he's WWE bound no matter what. So
yeah, no, they made it clear a while ago, like his contract was the only contract where he was allowed to go openly between TNA and WWE and also use the Performance Center as like a bridge to the gap. Like once this ends, you will be coming here.
Yep. 100%. And it's a big loss for TNA. That's a big loss for them.
Speaking of TNA, my question is there going to be some type of invasion in this Tuesday's night's NXT? Because Oba and Trick, they both putting their titles on the line, winner take all. And I don't think this match is going to end, period, because during NXT Homecoming, TNA had the tweeting all night saying how they felt disrespected, and their championship is at a WWE show where it's supposed to be, at our show, and you set up this big match. What if there's a TNA invasion? That's what I'm picking up right now. What are your thoughts?
I kind of wish they did the invasion last week because it was Homecoming, and that would have for NXT Homecoming, and it would have been perfect for all the TNA guys to show up there. But I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. But here's the thing, like I said before and I said again, I like this partnership with WWE and TNA, but TNA is basically WWE's useful idiot in this situation, because when they get their TV deal, they're going to face AEW for that. It's going to be a TNA show versus it's a bad spot for them. It really is. It's not going to work. And I mean, I just feel like WWE benefits from this partnership more than TNA. I mean, maybe the goal, and unless the goal is to eventually sell the company, which I did hear rumors that TNA might be selling, but I don't know. We'll see. But I just think TNA in this partnership mainly comes across as WWE's useful idiot.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely making money off of the deal. Starting to make some moves with their shows and things like that. Still trying to actively search for those TV deals. Starting to get some, decent names on the TNA roster. And, you lose Joe Hendry, but you're still developing a guy like Leon Slater. You still have Moose in your back pocket. You have Mike Santana, who's going to take the championship. I don't know. It's just one of those things. And then maybe you see that progression. You have some of these WWE ID guys. Next thing you know, they show up in TNA. Yes, as a feeder system. Okay, yeah, maybe so. But I think there's a large section of wrestling fans that are willing to get behind superstars that they know are next up. And I think that was a big part of what made NXT so successful. The talent was there, of course, but it was that promise of the future that really helped NXT, gave it that novelty. And now it seems like we're getting back to a 3-brand system. And then the developmental seems to be more TNA.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I got an update on the Kiera Hogan release. Apparently, she's the only one that's getting released. It's not a big batch of cuts, so it sounds like it's a contract expiration from the looks of it here. I mean, more will get revealed on that, but I mean, I'm not surprised. Kiera Hogan's been she's more of a depth piece on the AEW's women's roster that wasn't being utilized as much. And, wherever she goes next, I think if she wants to continue pro wrestling, her going to TNA would probably work out best for her if she wants. But, yeah, that's the update I have on Kiera Hogan.
Yeah, hey, listen, we'll be live Saturday for that Wrestlepalooza banger. We'll have some information, on the AEW All Out show as well. We'll be talking about that whilst we're live, getting into some wrestling conversation. You know how we do it over here. Make sure to follow Stadium Rant and all the boys on social media. Check out stadiumrant.com for articles on your favorite teams, players, and leagues. And if you're not down with it, we got 2 words for you. Acknowledge us.
The